challenge.
Picture this. Your alarm goes off at 6:30 a.m. You grab your phone and see 10 notifications, emails, messages, news alerts. Half asleep, you scroll. A headline fills you with dread. A text from work adds pressure. On the commute, traffic grinds to a halt. Someone cuts you off. Your frustration builds. By the time you get to work, you're already tired, anxious, and irritable. The day hasn't even really started, but it feels like life has already beaten you down. We've all had days like this, days where stress, anger, and worry take control before we even sit down at our desk or open our laptop. But here's the thing. You can't stop the world from throwing challenges at you. Life is unpredictable, noisy, often unfair. The only thing you can control is how you respond. And that's why today we're exploring how to build an unshakable Stoic mindset daily. Not once in a while, not only when life is calm, but every single day, so that when storms hit, your mind remains steady, clear, and strong.
Stoic lens. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, lived in turbulent times. Wars, plagues, betrayal, political corruption, these were daily realities. Yet instead of being consumed by fear or anger, they discovered a way to live with calm resilience. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, carried the fate of an empire on his shoulders. He faced invasions, natural disasters, constant political schemes. And yet in his private journal, he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That is the essence of Stoicism. Strength doesn't come from controlling the outside world. It comes from controlling yourself. Epictetus, born into slavery, had no control over his circumstances, but he taught, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond." Even in chains, he was free because his mind was free. Seneca, one of Rome's wealthiest men, constantly reminded himself that wealth and comfort could vanish overnight. He practiced voluntary discomfort, sleeping on the floor, eating simple food, so he would be ready for hardship. These men lived in chaos, yet they trained their minds to remain calm, steady, and resilient. Their lesson is clear. To build an unshakable Stoic mindset daily, you must train your thoughts just as an athlete trains their body.
So, how do we apply this? How do we actually build an unshakable Stoic mindset day by day? There are 6 daily practices that you can begin today.
Morning preparation. The Stoics began each day by imagining potential challenges. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Today you will meet with interference, ingratitude, arrogance, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness." This is not pessimism, it is preparation. Each morning, take 2 minutes to anticipate difficulties. Tell yourself, "Today I may face stress, delays, or criticism, but I will remain calm." By preparing mentally, problems lose their power to surprise you.
Practice the dichotomy of control. Epictetus taught that peace comes from separating what is within your control from what is not. You cannot control traffic, weather, or other people, but you can control your effort, your choices, your words. Instead of fuming at a delayed flight, use the time to read, reflect, or rest. By focusing only on what is in your power, you preserve energy and peace.
Voluntary discomfort. Seneca practiced hardship so he would never be ruled by fear of loss. Take a cold shower, skip a meal, sleep without your usual comforts, walk without your phone. These small exercises toughen the mind, and when real difficulties arrive, you will already know you can endure.
The pause before reaction. Most of life's regrets come from reacting too quickly. Stoicism trains you to pause before responding. When anger rises, take 3 breaths. When insulted, count to 5 before speaking. That pause gives your reason time to lead rather than your emotions.
Evening reflection. Seneca reviewed his actions every night. He asked himself, where did I lose control today? Where did I stay strong? What can I improve tomorrow? Each evening, take a few quiet minutes to reflect. Write down one moment you stayed calm, one moment you didn't, and one lesson learned. Reflection turns experience into wisdom.
Remember mortality. The Stoics meditated on death, not to be morbid, but to sharpen perspective. Life is short. Don't waste it on trivial things. When faced with stress, ask yourself, will this matter in a year? If this were my last week, is this how I'd want to spend it? Together, these 6 practices form a daily training program. By repeating them, you develop resilience, clarity, and strength. This is the path of building an unshakable Stoic mindset. Daily.
Deeper reflection.
Let's zoom out. Why does building a Stoic mindset daily matter so much? Because the mind is the lens through which we experience life. Events themselves are neutral. It's our interpretation that makes them stressful or peaceful. Think of 2 people caught in the same rainstorm. One curses the weather, feels miserable, and sees it as a ruined day. The other smiles, enjoys the freshness, and sees it as a gift. Same storm, different mindset, different life. That's why the Stoics said, the obstacle is the way. Problems aren't detours from life, they are life. And if we learn to face them with calm, we find freedom. Here's a thought experiment. Imagine life as climbing a mountain. Every loose rock, every steep path, every storm feels like a problem. But without those struggles, the climb would be meaningless. The obstacles don't block the path. They are the path. Building an unshakable Stoic mindset daily is about living with that awareness. It's about seeing that peace doesn't come from avoiding problems, but from facing them with courage. And here's the paradox. When you stop fighting the fact that life is hard, it actually becomes easier because your energy shifts from resistance to acceptance, from anger to action, from fear to freedom.
Empowerment. Close.
So, let's bring this home. Every day, life will test you. With stress, with setbacks, with uncertainty. But you don't have to be shaken by it. The Stoics showed us the way. Prepare your mind in the morning. Focus only on what you can control. Train with discomfort. Pause before reacting. Reflect each night. And remember that life is short. These are the practices. This is the training. This is how to build an unshakable Stoic mindset daily. Marcus Aurelius faced wars and betrayal, yet he kept his mind steady. Epictetus endured slavery, but found freedom in his thoughts. Seneca lived with wealth and power, yet he prepared for loss every day. Their message is timeless. Your strength doesn't come from circumstances, it comes from your mindset. So, here's my challenge to you. Starting today, choose one Stoic practice, just one. Do it every day for a week, then add another. Slowly, consistently, you'll build a mindset that no storm can shake. Because calm isn't something you wait for, it's something you create. And strength isn't found in comfort, it's forged in challenge. So, the next time life tests you, don't collapse, don't give up, stand steady, train your mind, live the Stoic way. Because when you do, you'll discover the truth. The world doesn't need to get easier, you need to get stronger. And you can, if you build an unshakable Stoic mindset daily. If this video inspired you, share it with someone who's facing challenges. And remember, the strongest fortress is not made of stone. It's built in the mind.